Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with me, Miciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a far long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist, baby, from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. So, yeah, guys, today is a new day. But first off, we need to have some conversation, that happened in the house that we did not discuss yesterday. Of course, like I said, if you watched the last video I made yesterday, which was in the early hours of this morning, I was like explaining I had a busy day yesterday, and we all know how interesting it always Mondays are in Biggie's house. While I was having a busy day, I was also catching up with the housemate. I was watching. That does not mean I was not watching, but I could not have enough time to come discuss with you guys. But first off, before we start off, with a new day, we need to have some conversation and things that happened yesterday that we did not talk about. So watch this video to the very end so you do not miss any gist at all. First off, I will start. Yesterday, Biggie gave the housemate wager for the week. Of course, we know Monday and new week wager. But this time around, the wager came in a different form because the housemates were divided into three teams. Yes, it's gonna be a battle versus team this time around because the team that win will actually do the shopping, the food shopping this week. That is going to be an interesting dynamic because guess what? They would be so entitled to that food that other housemates would not be. Anyways, the first team, team one, we have Z, Sinaye, Taki, Chwenza, and Liema. That is for team one. And then for team two, we have Makeke, Mide, Mpumi, Jareed, and young Pappi. It is how Jareed and Mpumi are always in the same team for me. Is that trying to tell us something that these two are truly connected, or what do you think? Wahala. Anyways, for team three, we have Els, Willie, Mitch, Mark Jr., and Yolanda. So this was how the housemates were divided in teams yesterday regarding this week wager tax. So which of the team do you think would win this wager tax, or which of the team are you supporting? Let me know in the comment section. Like I said, a lot of conversation was heard yesterday, and one of the conversation that is so surprising is most of the housemates think, what's his name, Makeke, acts like how would I put it, like a guard to, like, let me say, like a slave, or is now a boy over Papa Ghost. Guys, do you see that kind of relationship between those two? And then Makeka is trying to prove his name that is not what it is, and I keep wondering how, because since Papa Ghost left, at least Makeke is that one person that they could hold hand and say, oh yeah, this guy truly is our friend. Because I know Chwenza used to be close to Papa Ghost and Mama Ghost, that is Lerato Modise and Papa Ghost. So Chwenza acting up like this was so surprising. I'm like, yo, really? Chwenza was telling Makeke that looking at it from the outside, it definitely looked like he is actually, that Papa Ghost is actually his boss. Guys, did you notice something like that among those two when Lerato and the dude was in the house? Because I did not see anything like that. I just saw people who are connected to each other. But Makeke was here explaining to Chwenza and was telling Chwenza that they are friends, but that was not what it is. That if truly it is what they think, that means he would not be having conversation with Mark Jr., knowing fully well that they don't relate so well with Mark Jr. That's when Chwenza would have said something like that is when he's having conversation with Mark Jr., for example, and then he sees Papa Ghost coming, then he will run from that conversation so as not to be, scolded by maybe Papa Ghost because of that. And I think that example is perfect. I don't know if you think There is actually been they have been his boss. But I don't know how you guys see. Do you see the same thing this housemate are seeing with, I mean, for the relationship between Papa Ghost and Makeke? I would really love to hear your opinion regarding that. After that conversation, I think that was why Chuenza nominated Makeke yesterday with the reason I cannot trust him. Interesting. All right, and then this conversation also happened where Yolanda was telling Sinaye that if she had wanted Papa Ghost, of course, we all know how much Yolanda is so obsessed about Papa Ghost, his name, and everything that has to do with him because she likes him. So she said if she wanted Papa Ghost, that she would have gotten Papa Ghost. But the thing is, she likes him, yes, but his attitude and his personality made her lay back a bit than to, go to him. That nobody would have done anything to her. Like Lerato cannot beat her if she wanted to make move to Papa Ghost or do so many funny things, in Lerato's presence, and Lerato cannot do a shit about it. Meanwhile, talking about Papa Ghost and Lerato, they are still busy strategizing on what to do and also arguing at the same time. So they are like having the plan of Papa Ghost flirting with Liema so as to break the Jarima triangle, the Jareed, Mpumi, and Liema triangle. So, after the table shaking on Sunday, Z and young Papi had this conversation yesterday. They had to reassure themselves to know their place in whatever friendship, relationship, or whatever they are doing. Because, of course, of late, they've been having so much cozy moments that they might end up confusing themselves. So they had to, stand on their mandates. As Z said, they cannot be in a relationship in this house, that they are better off as friends. As for Zizi said, if she is in a relationship in this house, she's not going to be free. She must act a certain way. She will not be her authentic self. She will not be able to flirt because it is in her person to be flirting. That is what she said. So she said to be her real self, they needed not to be in a ship. And Papi, young Papi, said the same thing, that he truly understands. He feels that they are not supposed to be in a relationship in this house. You see how these people do their thing. They are enjoying their kiss and everything, but they know the game they are playing. That is what me, I love. Anyway, still talking about Z, Willie, Mitch, and what's his name? Young Papi were having this conversation also. They were like telling him that they think, Willie said he thinks that Z is not young Papi's type. And young Papi said he knows that Z likes older guys, and then they were also lamenting like somebody who has money, the resources. And then young Papi said true, that yes, also the resources do count, that he do not also have it, And then Willie was like, to him, he do not have a type, like to date, he do not have a type. Young Papi said truly him, he has a type, and Z is actually his type. That she's a cool girl, she's so beautiful, that Z is his type. I'm like, oh, young Papi really likes Z though. Forget the game, he do like Z. But they're actually putting him in check to let him know that himself and Z are no match outside. But you never can tell though. And then, guys, I heard this conversation. I'm like, yo, Jareed in Z voice. When Mitch was like, you enjoyed Jareed kiss. I'm like, wait. Jareed has the guts to kiss Chuenza. A guy like, who would Jareed not operate on Bikono? And Chuenza was like, oh yeah, I felt it. I enjoyed the kiss. I felt like it should not stop. I'm like, yo, Jareed kissed Chuenza. Like, really? Anyways, he loves operating. That was how he's also was busy at the other end, kissing Mpumi too. Meanwhile, guys, Liema. Now let's just talk about Liema. It has been an interesting day. It was an interesting day actually for Liema because remember Pale threw the dagger at Liema. Now I just remember very well the person Pale would have threw dagger on, it was supposed to be Mile, because them and Mile are paddy, but Mile nominated her. Anyways, that one aside, Liema has been giving her baby, which is the shoe. And now she's a mommy in the house. She must not drop the baby. And then she named the baby Jareed Jr. and was telling Jareed that is his baby. And Jareed was like, no, this is not my baby. This baby is ugly. In the handler, bbmzansi handler said Jareed denied it just like he denies kisses. As you can see, the co-wives also welcomed a new baby They were all happy to see they have a young, baby in the house. The co-wives attended to the baby. Liema has been taking care of her baby, backing the shoe. If she just tends to leave the shoe a bit, and maybe talk in her team, before you know it, Biggie will put on baby cry. The baby will start crying. Oh my God. It was actually an interesting day, and I love it. Let her carry her baby. Oh my God, there is nothing Biggie cannot do. So Liema Day, I think her week is gonna be filled with taking care of this baby, but I don't know how long that will be. All right, guys. Big Brother and Zanzi page posted and said, in case you were wondering what the baby looks like, Nazo, Mena, okay, I'm gonna skip that. This shoe has been through the most. It deserves a gentle parent. First thing first, a birth. Guys, an old one out shoe, like this is what they gave Liema to pamper and pet. Omo Biggie, you do this one. Oh. Now the interesting part of this is, after the Nzanzi page posted this, Liema handler said like father like son, meaning that the shoe looks like Jareed. That, oh, this shoe, no, this one out shoe look like Jareed. Of course, we know the shoe does not look like Jareed. It's just a normal band. But it may seem as though Jareed's handler also saw Jareed handler saw Liema's handler post this and then replied with at least be truthful for a striking resemblance of his mother, Jareed, our MCM. And then Liema handler replied and said, at least be truthful for once and step up. We all know you lie a lot. Yo, I'm like, wait. Are you people actually acting like those two now? You guys are representing your face. And then Jareed handler said, you can call me whatever, but at least I can make you a mother. Where should I pay the bride price? Wahala be like bicycle, guys. I'm telling you, because I can't wait for this housemate. Like now, I just feel coming out. If this housemate come out of the house, it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm telling you. I think it's gonna be different from other Mzansi season. That's what I think, because there's gonna be basketballs on the TL. Ihoma said, Turkey should focus on operating on Liema. We do not need distractions in this group. I know Zinaye can handle Chwenza. Now, talking about Zinaye can handle Chwenza, people have been trending that Chwenza really wants Zinaye. Am I the only one who has not observed that? Because I was so surprised seeing that Chwenza really wants Zinaye. Guys, do you think that is true? Because I have not noticed, but people keep talking about that. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. It's always a worthy ride, worthy sailing when you guys are with me. Bye for now, babies, and make sure you're having a great Tuesday.